Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I am super excited to be introducing this project to my channel. This is Panopoly and it was created by my friend Jamie. I will have her intro video linked down below. She explains this project way better than I could because she's the one who created it, but she created a game style project pan based on Monopoly, and she created this whole website with the game board and all the rules and different wheels and dice that you have to roll. And it's just, she put so much work into this project and it's so creative that I knew I had to support her by joining. She's very casual with her rules. You can do your updates at any time, but you need to start with 5 items. So I did pre-roll, but I have screen recordings of all of that. I did it on my phone, which she, in her intro, says that the website is not, specifically formatted for mobile devices. So I did have to open the wheels up separately, so it might look a little different than her introduction, but I made it work and I think it looks fine. So if you're not familiar with my channel, I do mostly panning content, and I've been working through my collection this year with really low usage goals in my projects, just making sure that I love everything and curating my collection. And I'm really happy to say that I have essentially done that. I have very few products left that I need to kind of test out or touch this year. So I am going to be changing my projects a little bit, and you will see that in my monthly updates coming up. But yeah, I'm going to be changing them a little bit because I wanted to introduce this project and I had reached that overall goal in my collection. So yes, I'm crazy for adding another project pan to my channel, but I really wanted to do this and support Jamie. So if you're not subscribed, I hope you do so before you leave, and give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for this new project. I have no idea what my hair is doing. I slept on it wet, and this is what it wanted to do. So I will have the game board up with each of my moves. So essentially you roll the dice and it tells you how many moves from the start, and then you just follow the prompts. You move from each space. There are challenge spaces where you have to spin the challenge wheel, and then Jamie also created a random use wheel that you can use if you want to. So it's just so much fun. I had a lot of fun rolling and picking out my products. So let's just get started. The first roll that I got was 8, so I moved my piece 8 times and I got challenge, and I was like, oh my gosh, already I have to spin the challenge wheel. And so I rolled that. I will have that footage on the screen. I hope you can trust me that I did all of this randomly and in order, but I will kind of leave the little timestamp in I think it's the top left corner of the screen recording. So if you really want to see it in sequence, you can tell that they're very close together and they're in order of time sequence. Anyway, I got the challenge seasonal, so I had to pick a seasonal product. And then because I was doing this ahead of time, I just did my usage before picking my items. So I was in bed last night doing this at 9:45 or something like that. So I randomly rolled 15 uses. And I do my makeup seasonally. I do like using certain colors in the fall. It is almost autumn, so I kind of used fall as my season. And I really like to do more vampy lips in the fall and winter. I just rolled in a pretty vampy like berry lip in my Graveyard Project pan, so I decided to roll in a lip liner to go with that. This is from ColourPop and it is the shade Flattered. It's a beautiful deep berry, and as the wheel told me, I have to use this 15 times, but I think this is going to be so fun to use in the fall. Hopefully I will get the 15 uses within a couple months. I know I'm not going to be able to reach this in 1 month, but it would be nice to keep this project moving, which I like to do in my projects. So yeah, the random use wheel is, I think it's going to be a challenge for me, but 15 uses, I think it's okay. Okay, from that challenge space, I rolled a 4, so I had to move 4 spaces, and I got Cream Face product, which is great. You always want to be working on your cream face products. And then I rolled the usage wheel, and I got Choose Your Use, which I was so excited. So I decided to just do a 10 use goal. I think anytime that I get the Choose Your Use usage, I'm going to pick 10 uses, either 5 or 10. But for this product, I knew I would use it 10 times, and I'm going to be rolling in my NYX Wonder Stick. This is a dual-ended face shaping stick. It has a highlighter on one end and a contour on the other. I'm going to be rolling in the contour for this prompt, and it is broken, so I don't want to roll it up all the way. You can see that it's kind of tippy, but I'll just take it out. It's right there. So I will be using this for 10 uses. This is a really nice tone for me. I think it's, what shade is this? Does it have a shade? Fair. Shade Fair. And this is what that shade looks like swatched out. It's just such a beautiful, nice, cool toned neutral shade. So, spoiler alert. I always mention that I'm working on another contour and I'm trying to finish it this year. Well, I no longer have to worry about that contour. So this will be my exclusive contour, and I'm sure I can get those 10 uses before the next update. So when I rolled the dice next, I got 8, and I moved it, and I got to this space just browsing. She's so creative. I love it. Which is just roll again. So I rolled again, and I got 5, which is newest product. And I recently had to purchase a loose face powder, a setting powder, because I ran out. I used all of my setting powders. I do have some, I have 2 under eye powders, but they don't set my T-zone. I get pretty oily throughout the day depending on what products and the weather, of course. And it's still summer here, so I'm getting a little oilier, and so I had to get a setting powder. So I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus loose setting powder in the shade Translucent. I asked for recommendations on Instagram, and this was the most recommended powder. I am loving it. I really enjoy this. Let's see. This is kind of where I'm at. I do remember that, well, it's kind of higher on this side. When I got it, it wasn't full. Like, it still had a lot of air in the top. I'm gonna guess I was about here. I've only used it maybe 5 or 6 times since I've purchased it. I'm wearing it today. Like I said, it's my only setting powder. So when I rolled the usage wheel, I got Choose Your Use, which I was like, yeah. So again, I'm just gonna use this 10 times. I'm going to use it every time I do my makeup anyway, so I will for sure have more than 10 uses, but I'm just going to say 10. Okay, then I rolled my dice again and I got 2, and I got to the space move 3 spaces. And you know where that took me? It took me to the space that says, "Oh no, you broke your no buy, go to jail." This is why I don't like Monopoly. When you go to jail, that means you have to finish a product. So, yeah, so much for my low usage goals. I, of course, did not have to spin the usage wheel because I just have to finish whatever product I roll in. And I actually decided to roll in the highlighter end of this stick, but I have decanted this into a little tub. This is the cream highlighter that I've been trying to finish this year, and I don't have it in a project, and I definitely neglect it. So I need to put it in a project so I can focus on it and remember and all the things. So this is what it's looking like now. I definitely have used quite a bit of the product. I will just pop a picture of what it looked like when I put it in the component just for fun. But yeah, I feel like this is too dark for me, so I have to use it under my foundation. So if I use it sparingly, I probably won't be able to finish it by next update, but if I put it like all over my face, I probably could use it up. But we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. I might try to use this up before the fall, before I get a little more pale, if that's even possible, because it's too dark. But my foundation is pretty full coverage, so it's really hard to see this through the foundation. So I could go ham if I really wanted to, but this is in to finish. And then my very last roll of the dice was 5, and that took me to the space most used product. So I think you can interpret this in a few different ways. And oh, I need to swatch that highlighter. Let me finish this thought. But I kind of thought that a product that I use every day, it has like the most use, most consistent use. Yeah, that's kind of how I took it. And when I rolled my usage wheel, I got 20 uses. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's something I'm going to use every day anyway. And that is my eyebrow pencil. So I could have rolled in the powder that I use every time, but I already rolled it in. I could have rolled in my mascara. That's not as fun to track. So this is literally the only other product that I use every time I do my makeup. And I'm currently working on the CoverGirl Ultra Fine brow pencil. And I have the shade Soft Taupe. I don't know where it says it, so I'm just gonna, oh, soft brown, sorry. Soft brown. This is a beautiful cool tone brown. It is what I have in my brows today, but I will swatch it. And hopefully I can roll it up to show you how much I have left. But this is it swatched. I absolutely love the tone of this. So here it is all the way rolled up. So we will see how many or how much progress we can make on 20 uses, how much lower it will get. But yeah, those are the 5 products that I will be working on in this project. Let me swatch the highlighter. It has kind of a golden cast on me. Honestly, it's not fair. I wish they would have done a different tone for the highlighter side of that stick, because the contour works so well for fair skin, but as you can see, it is too deep for me, but I can make it work. So if you enjoy this introduction, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you think I'm crazy for doing another project on my channel. down in the comments. And of course, check out Jamie. She is such an amazing panner. I love her style of panning. She frankens a lot of things together. She multitasks a lot of her products, and she is just fun to watch. I love her deep dives. She does a lot of like thoughtful content, and I really like that about her. So I wanted to support her. But if you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope you do so before you leave, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.